This is the Meerkat in for D7 with the Broad Market Weekend Edition here at Grok Trade. D7 is out in Las Vegas on business, so I'm just covering for him this weekend. Don't worry, he'll be back next week. Here we go. Let's take a look at what happened in the broad markets on Friday. Let's look for the daily charts, the weekly charts, and let's move out to the monthly chart since we only have one more day in the month to trade. Look at Friday's numbers. We were down in the S&P, Qs, and on the small cap Russells. Small cap Russells leading the way down, minus 0.27. And the Dow was still up plus 0.14, new all-time highs. That's it Friday. Basically, commodities did jump a little bit. Oil continued to ride up. We're 6% for the week, and gold and silver did make a pop on Friday as well. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the daily charts on the S&P 500, the SPY, and on Thursday in Dez's video, he said, hey, what? Warning, warning, we might be topsy. Warning, warning, might be topsy. And sure enough, look at what happened on Thursday. Thursday morning was terrific, and then Thursday afternoon, kabam, the market started to crash down, and then we closed again lower on Friday. So in the S&P here, we are right down here to this line of what was resistance, could now be support area, closed just above that trend line right there. And look down below here, though we've had higher highs, new all-time highs on the S&P this past week, it was at a divergence down here on the MACD. That's thunder in the distance. Now here's the Dow, and it broke out from its upper resistance here on Wednesday, and it's now at new all-time highs. It's been doing that almost every day here the last 3 days, and yep, it's going strong. But it too, look down here, divergence in the MACD, could be at the end of this run. Then we've got the Nasdaq here at the QQQ, and look at this bull flag, boom, 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 and then on Thursday, look at that, wow, boom, new all-time highs, and then crash-ola in the afternoon, and then it closed lower on Friday. We did have that warning on Thursday. We were topsy, and sure enough, look at that beautiful engulfing candle right there. And that's a little more bearish, so we could be pulling back a little bit. And it does not have divergence down here on the MACD. And then we got the small cap Russell here, and it was a little bit more bearish than the others. We actually call this one to be a sell here on Wednesday, and sure enough, bam, 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 it started to fall right then and there. Let's take a look here at Bank, and it is in a slightly rising wedge here. It just hasn't, it just dropped below that on Friday down to the 100 moving average and the 50 moving average. So a little more bearish here in the Bank. Remember, we can't go anywhere without Bank. And here's one I want to talk about on the daily chart, the VIX. Down here on Wednesday, what happened? This went down below 9 for the first time in the history of the VIX index. Since 1993, it had never broken 9, ever. And then it had its lowest closes ever. So, folks, this is unbelievably low. Unbelievable complacency, lack of fear in the markets. And that was on a day when the Fed was making an announcement whether to increase interest rates or not. So, folks, I have to tell you about a trade that I told the folks in my Grok day trading chat room, and that was, I said, I'm going to buy the VXX, which is on the VIX. It's 1-to-1 on the VIX. Now, I'm going to hold it until there's a spike in the VIX again. As you can see here, it spikes up every once in a while and then snaps right back down here into complacency. And sure enough, what happened on Thursday? Boom! That's when I got in. And in fact, let me show you on the VXX itself daily. And here, let's stretch this out a little bit. I mean, it was down here, and I said I bought it at 11:02, and 11:02 at noon on Thursday, and then it ran all the way up here to 1180. That's 8% run in about 2 hours. I wasn't even in front of the market, but I'm still in this one, and it's because I'm expecting the VIX to spike. Why? Because it's at all-time record lows. It only has one way to go. So that's just a current trade that I am in, and just wanted to tell you about that one. All right, let's go to the weekly charts. First of all, in the S&P, Here's the SPY on the weekly chart, and we closed just a fraction down for the week here. So we hit a new record all-time high for weekly close, and last week, and just a fraction below that this week. So we've come up here, and now we're starting to high base right there. We are in a parade of the earnings season, folks. So it's continuing this week. In fact, we'll take a look here at Apple a little bit later. Then we've got the Dow here. It went to new all-time highs here. It just kept breaking them all week long. Again, really strong earnings for the Dow components. So now we've got to move this on up here to a new weekly close, new all-time high weekly close on the weekly candle there. Then we have the Qs, and it too, last week it closed at an all-time high, and then it went way up, and then it came back down and settled just below that. So just a fraction lower for the week. So we're starting to high base here right now. Then the small cap Russell on the weekly, last week again hit all-time high, but it closed lower, actually more significant than the other ones this week on the weekly chart. Bank, where are we at here? Well, we're still in a symmetrical triangle. It just can't break out up there. It's pulling back and back. And look at during the week, it all the way up here and then smash back down. Now, part of this was due to the earnings this week in the banking area, and now it's back down right where it was. And then the VIX on the weekly chart. Look at this. I mean, this is ultra low. Low used to be considered 12, and then we've been between 12 and 10 here for the last couple of months. And then look at it, we dropped all the way down below 9 during the week. Oh my, pretty incredible. So again, that's an all-time record since the invention of the VIX index. All right, that's the weekly. Now we're in the last week of the month. Let's go to the monthly charts. Here's the SPY monthly. Now again, this is not a closed candle. We have one more trading day, but boy, you can certainly say definitely a bullish month here on the S&P 500, and we'll be at all-time high close for the monthly chart here. It just Monday, unless it completely collapses on Monday. Of course, anything can happen. Here's the Dow. Look at that new all-time high, just running up here after it was high base here at 210 for about 3 months, and now boom, boom, here we go. We're on our way. And then we've got the Nasdaq here. If it closes up here in this near this area on Monday, then this will be another higher candle. Small cap Russell here. It was struggling more for several months, and now it's starting to come up, but just slightly above. Not quite as bullish for the month, but it looks like another bullish month available there. Let's take a look here at Apple on the daily chart. Now, all eyes are on Apple in this parade of earnings. On Tuesday, the 1st, is where it's going to be actually reporting at the end of the trading day. And look at Apple here. It's gone up here. It hit its head here on this. Look at that right there. Right there, same spot. This was already there. It hit it and then fell back down. But it's right here on the 50 moving average. Right now, it is the perfect setup for a bull pullback on Apple. Beautiful. It meets all of the criteria that we have at Grok Trade for a bull pullback. A little tiny candle here. Boy, it could be terrific reward risk ratio and everything else. The only problem is Tuesday down here is earnings. That's a problem, folks. So we do not recommend trading over earnings. So may want to see what happens after the earnings. And of course, their earnings, everyone's taking a look at when are they going to come out with the next iPhone. Will it be in time for Christmas, so that they have a bump in the fourth quarter for revenue, or will it be delayed sometime in the fourth quarter? So all eyes are on that on Tuesday. And then there's others continuing on. In fact, a lot of small cap exploration oil stocks are going to be reporting this week, so it ought to be very interesting in that area, since we've had a 6% rise in oil here just in the last week, and of course it's been running overall. In fact, let's take a look here at the oil daily USO, and we have a buy on that currently, and sure, boom, 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 look at that sucker take off right there. And then we have gold. We still have a buy on gold, and boom, boom, the last few days on gold. And then here's silver, still have a buy on that one, boom, 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 and we are running up there. All right, folks, that's it for this week, and want to just again say that we have earnings. Parade continues. If you are holding things, make sure you know when your earnings are. Do not trade over earnings, at least don't trade over them unprotected by using a hedge. But that's it for this week. This is Mark the Meerkat in for D7. Have a great trading weekend. Trade well.